Why don't you grow up and be a man someday? I can't believe that you're still playing silly games. And why do I have to put up with this child play? If your word is all you have, then you ain't worth a damn thing. What up, y'all? So, there has been some revelations that I have been experiencing and living, and I wanted to share that with the collective on my channel, you know. And I'm just gonna hop right into it. So, you know what I realized, right? In trying to force a situation to be, right? Because here's the thing. I had manifested my family for a very, very long time. What I found out is that when you're manifesting your desires, you got to check in with the universe. Because the universe, God, whatever you subscribe to, their plans for your life will differ from the plans you have for your life. And you want to not just make sure that, you know, the plans that you have coincide or either will be successful in conjunction with the divine plans, but you want to check in with them, because a lot of time the situation be that these people are for a very short part of your journey, that they are not your end-all be-all. And you know, as humans, we have these fucking attachments, and you know, like love, and you know, we want to believe in the people that we have these attachments to. And I've come to find out that you just got to check in. You got to check in and make sure that everything is everything. Because, baby, let me tell you something. I have been manifesting my family, right? And, you know, my mama used to say, be careful what you pray for, because you just might get it. And she had been saying that saying since I was young. My mom is deceased. She's been deceased since 97. But I remember her saying that. And at the time, you know, I was younger then, and I just assumed, like, if you get what you pray for, how could that be a bad thing? And it has the lesson has come recently in me praying for my family, me manifesting my family, because it's what I wanted. You know, my family with this particular individual, because with this particular individual, or should I say Judas, with this particular individual, we had gotten together when we were young. You know, we started a family, and you know, I just was like, you know, I want to break the generational curse of broken families. You know, I want to be with the person that I have a family with. And in his absence, or in his incarceration, I kept manifesting that. And I got it. But not without a motherfucking price. And the price was me being unhappy, me being mistreated, being disrespected, unappreciated, intentionally misunderstood, abused on many different levels. And that's when the revelation came in that you will get what you pray for. So I've manifested the family I wanted with the man that I started out with, having my family with. But baby, that is not who the universe intended for me to be with, okay? While I was with this particular person, not only was my being suffering because of the aforementioned things that was going on, such as, abuse and so forth. Not just that, but my finances were also suffering. I created and gave what I felt was a starter pack in Ebonics. A starter pack. He had just came home. I had did that bid with him. Put a large portion of my motherfucking life on hold for this motherfucker, and I'm telling you, please don't ever motherfucking do that shit, because that was the first major red flag that I was getting, not just from him but from the universe, that was supposed to be our fucking separation right there. I was supposed to leave that nigga right the fuck there behind them bars, but I didn't. So that spilled milk. I won't fucking I won't dwell on that. But back to my point. So, I created and offered a starter pack of a safe haven for him, a comfortable, warm bed, a hot meal, sincere love and respect, and material items. And even with that, I was still, suffering. And even after the starter pack, even after I was able to find balance again financially, because when you go into your savings and stuff like that, sometimes you can create a imbalance because you spending more than you saving. But at the time it was okay, because that's what part of the savings was for. So I was like, you know what, it's okay, I'll get it back. But being in that relationship caused me to suffer financially, because I wasn't even able to replenish what I had spent. And this is a part of the red flag team of the universe saying, baby, this situation is not for you. Because instead of winning, because my manifestations had became true, or my prayers were answered, instead of me winning, I was losing. I was losing everything. My fucking, due to his treatment that I allowed, trying to understand, trying to offer continuous love and support, because of his circumstances prior to his return, I continued to suffer physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And so things started happening, and instead of me winning, I began losing. Losing, baby. Big time. And finally, to make a long story short, I have had enough of fucking losing. And it had dawned on me in retrospect that I always felt like I loved myself, and I had so much love to give, that during those years of me being supportive to someone that was never supportive to me, because when I look back also, I could see that motherfucker ain't did a damn thing to deserve me, let alone keep me. The whole entire relationship was one-sided. But I couldn't see then, because I was in love with him, but I was also in love with myself. And so because he wasn't filling my cup up, at the time it didn't even bother me, because I was like, you know what, I'm good. Like, he treat me good for the most part, and it was all surface level shit. It wasn't anything deep or sincere or real. It was all surface level. So on the surface, he treated me well enough for me to be in a relationship with him and for him to stay. But when it really got down to the real of the core being of who he is and who we were supposed to be as a unit, that motherfucker had been shortchanging me the whole motherfucking time. So when I finally had this revelation in retrospect, I came to understand that I had been shortchanging myself. And it's not, I'm still going to stick with the story that is not because I didn't love myself, but it is because I've always believed in love. And I knew that no relationship was perfect, and that when love was real, you would do what was necessary to keep it and maintain it. And I realized that I did my part. He didn't do his. And so I had to, you know, when he took his shit and he motherfucking left, I used that shit as an opportunity to finally choose me. I used that as an opportunity to finally get the bigger picture, which was, how long is this motherfucking relationship going to continue on because of the work you're putting in? Because he ain't doing a damn thing. Nothing. And I can finally say that I am free from the burden of the consequences of the choices that I have made. I have a better understanding of manifestation. And as I continue to grow and develop in my spirituality and being the woman that overall that I am, not just becoming who I am now and constantly evolving into, because we will continue to always change. Change is inevitable. I'm learning, and as I keep learning, I check back in with this channel, with my people, with the collective, in hopes that you could remember that you're not alone in whatever it is that you're going through. And that maybe some of the revelations I have or the lessons that I learned, I can share with you guys. Because if you can learn a lesson through someone else, why not? I mean, I don't, you know, at this day and time and age, spiritual evolution is a motherfucker. Ain't nothing easy about it, ain't nothing sweet about it. Let alone going through these experiences that sometimes people don't always necessarily bounce back from. And I am grateful to God for that. For me having the resilience and the strength and the courage, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to be able to not just learn from my situations, but be able to come back from it. It's a lot of fucking people that don't come back from heartbreak, especially the older that we get, because our understanding is different. The lesson is different. You know, when we fucking young, we tend to bounce back because, you know, we that bounce back be serious. That snatch back, that shit be serious when you young. Because we're young and we have this fucking carefree mind state. You know? And as we get older, the mind state somewhat, you know, changes, because we have to keep evolving as an individual, as a sovereign being. We have to keep evolving. And because a lot of the people that we love are looking to us for introspection, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding, you know, and these are families that we're raising and friends that we're associated with or tied to. You know, people look for these things in us, and it is written that we need to evolve into our best self, and it takes experiences for that. So I do not want to keep you. I am not going to keep you. I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know where I had these lessons that I had to motherfucking learn, you know. And I'm now trying like a motherfucker not to be resentful or not to have regret in learning said lessons, because I'm just like, damn, it took me all that motherfucking time to really learn that this ain't the motherfucker for me. You know what I'm saying? Damn. And there was a lot of wasted resources, you know, on that motherfucker. But, you know, it was lessons that I had to learn nonetheless, you know, and I'm not even upset at how the lessons happen or who they use, because I don't want anyone in my life that ain't for me. I know you don't. And so, you know, breathe again, breathe again. And now, you know, I breathe different, I walk different, I talk different, my stride different, my stance is different, you know, my stress levels is different, my motivation different, determination different, swag different, money different, my view on love is different. You know, I have learned the hard way that no matter how much love I have, and no matter how much love that I am filled with, I can't save everybody, and I can't do everything for everybody, and I deserve to be poured into as well. I don't deserve to be the only one pouring into a relationship that consists of more than just myself. I deserve to be poured back into. I don't give a fuck how much love I got to give to myself. If I'm giving love to a fucking individual, I deserve to have that shit returned to me. And that the love that I have for myself in abundance, because I do, and I'm grateful for that as well. But the love that I do have in abundance is not just for me, but come on. It is not just for me, but it is not for me to share the love I have with me for other people. And it is not for me to take the love that I have myself and replenish myself when I'm involving myself with other people. And I'm pouring into them. You understand me? So with that, because I have reached my destination, I am going to go. I appreciate your time. Noah's Urban Diary, baby. And I'm sorry if I have bad angles, but I am multitasking. So you guys have a blessed and safe holiday, and I'll get up with you soon.